Hello, everyone. The bar is open. Welcome to Happy Hour Sports Talk. It's week 0 college football. I, of course, am the perfect one, AJ. Joining me, as always, after a couple of months off, he's the man with the numbers, sportsbook whisperer, college basketball guru, daddy of the diamond. All hail the king of the links, the money train, Noah. Welcome back to Happy Hour. How have you been, Bob?
Hey man, I've been great. Great to be back. Ready for the summer months to get to an end. And what better way to signify that we are getting back into the swing of things than football? Football, football, football.
Baby.
It's returning don't give a shit about the preseason. That doesn't count. That's all fake shit, anyways. None of those guys are going to be playing on rosters. Um, College football week 0, kicking off with the Aer Lingus Classic. Hope their internet works.
Dude, hopefully this time Aer Lingus coming at us. UNC-TCU, we'll get to that in the moment. But Noah, I do think it's a little naive in this day and age for you to say that they're not going to be on rosters, Noah, because some of them still might have the option to go back to college. You can't forget that, okay? It might not be the SEC or the Big Ten, but some
Or
of
the
these
Big
guys in
12.
camp, or the Big 12, that's right. The Big 12 signed on to that. I saw that. We'll see Mountain West, Pac-12, and the which one are we missing?
ACC.
Big 12. ACC. Thank you. Anyway, that's hilarious. College sports are the funniest thing in the world right now. I was listening to Rome today, and he was like, essentially this is turned into Law and Order NIL, and I'm like, okay, Rome, you got me back, buddy. You got me back with that one. But wild stuff, bro.
Yeah, crazy to me that clearly through all of this and probably ever since kind of the start of COVID, time in and time again, we are now seeing that the NCAA actually, in fact, has no fucking authority. Like, you got these, state and local courts coming in and just outruling the NCAA. And if the courts say it's okay, and the NCAA can't do anything about it. And AJ having technical difficulties.
Dude, my fucking headphones. We're not even 5 minutes in, and we already are. This is awful, dude.
You just do the rest of the show like that.
Dude, I'm not joking. My headphones literally just shit it out. It's insane. Hold on. Oh, dude, this is insane. Oh. Dude, like, I just bought these. This is, like, say something now.
What?
Fuck me, dude. Maybe. I think we're back.
Are we? You here?
We're not back, dude. This is wild. All right, hold on.
All right.
I'm sorry. What do you expect? No, we haven't done this yet. And
yeah, hey.
Okay. Bud headphones I found in a backpack when I was making room for the baby clothes, Noah.
Hey, who knew there was still going to be use for those? Oh my god!
These random headphones I found that are probably 12 years old don't work. That's wild, dude. All right, hold on. We're gonna try something. That might have done something.
Did it?
Fuck, dude. This is wild.
Brother.
Can I maybe... Hold on, Mr. Krabs. Okay, we might have to do... Can you hear me?
I hear you just fine.
I can hear you now. I give up with technology, bro. I really do. This is wild. So we're rolling off the headphones today instead of the very nice microphone setup that I have right here because it just decided not to work. Anyway, Hey, we're back, baby. We're all the way back, Noah. This is fantastic. All we need is um, Road Dog in here telling us we're doing something wrong. But anyway, um, well, I forgot what the hell we were talking about, Noah. So you ready to get into some picks, brother?
Sure. Yeah, let's dive in.
Dude, we might as well. Let's go ahead, get it started with UNC TCU. Excuse me, TCU, 8.5 point favorites now. 46.5 is the total, minus 325 on the money line. Being played over in Ireland, as Noah mentioned, Aer Lingus College Football Classic at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin, Ireland. TCU, 58% of the bets, 69% of the money. Money line, looking about the same, 94% of the bets, 79% of the money. UNC, Noah, Bill Belichick, his second year after, should we say, a welcome to the league type moment for him, going 4-8, 2-6 in the ACC. I I don't know about you. I don't really have a big problem with his first season, playing out like that. I really don't. It was a later hire in the cycle, and it's UNC. It's not like it's Notre Dame or Miami or a school that is a football school. This is a college. This is a basketball school first, and so one year where have a down year. Second year, he's got all of his guys. Where are you with North Carolina, Bill Belichick? Where are you at with this game? Essentially.
I don't think they're going to be crazy good or anything. I do expect some improvement over last year. I don't know what exactly that's going to look like necessarily. I don't think they'll be as bad as they were in year one under Belichick, but I don't think they're going to knock anybody's socks off this year or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not expecting big things. I'm not expecting playoff aspirations. And I know there's a lot of geniuses talking about how, this is Bill Belichick's on the hot seat. He's got to get it going. No, I think Bill Belichick has earned himself a couple of more years if it doesn't, figure it out all the way. McCormick in the chat. What's good, brother? Hope you're doing good. Nice to be back, man. Hope you're doing well tonight.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say that, yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see what North Carolina looks like after a full off-season, full recruiting cycle, and what Belichick's able to do there. I still think they're at best a middle-of-the-pack ACC team this year, though.
That's fair. That's fair. Now we're going up against TCU, 9-4 last season. Alamo win over USC, finished 25. Got a new quarterback in there, Jaden Craig, Harvard transfer. Sonny Dykes going into his fifth season, getting a new OC in there in Gordon Samus. This has been a solid Sonny Dykes has had this TCU team rolling, bro. They had that nice little magical run a couple of years back, had a couple of down years, and now it feels like they're on the right track to being back. How are you feeling on TCU?
I think we're just going to get more of the same with TCU. I don't know. I feel like they're going to have another decent 8-9 win season. That's kind of what it feels like. I don't know that they have enough firepower to truly contest for a spot in the Big 12 championship. I think they're going to fall just shy of that, probably finish about 4th, 5th in conference in the Big 12. You got Craig coming in. He's a great career with Harvard and obviously smart guy, but fill in the shoes of Hoover. I don't know. I just have to imagine it's going to be at least a half a step back from where they were with Hoover at the helm there. Obviously, he's at Indiana now, and that we'll see. Because I know I said in the offseason I think he's going to be even better than Mendoza was, because he's certainly got more arm talent and ability, I think, than Mendoza. And so that was a big loss, I thought, for TCU. They did plug that pretty well, but I think best case scenario, that's still half a step back with that offense. I think the team will be very good. Sonny Dykes, got a lot of respect for him. But, TCU, like I said, I like him finishing probably about 4th, maybe 5th in the Big 12 with a respectable record.
So who you got? Week 0, first game of the college football season. Noah, who you got and what? Who you got winning?
Oh, I got TCU. I think I'm gonna take TCU by about 2 to 3 scores in this one, just because
Whew.
again, a little bit of uncertainty with North Carolina. I don't know exactly what to expect. TCU, Sonny Dykes got that established culture, that program there. Yes, a few different pieces, but that happens every year with these college football teams. Sonny Dykes has shown that he can manage that. Maybe I get surprised and North Carolina keeps us a game, but again, I like TCU to probably win this by 2, if not 3 scores.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me UNC plus a 8.5. Excuse me. This is, how do I say it? This is his last chance for me. This is Belichick's last chance for me with this whole college stint thing. He's had a full off season. He's been able to get the boys ready. He's had fall workouts. This should resemble more of a Bill Belichick team. And I think a Bill Belichick team keeps it within a touchdown in this case. I'm not going to go out here and go crazy saying they're going to win this whole thing. But, it is an overseas game, Noah. Overseas games do tend to, not be the way we think they're going to go sometimes. But I'm going to stick with UNC plus the 8.5, brother. We have our first disagreement. How long will it be until we have our first agreement this college football season? Let's find out. So next, we've got San Jose State going up against number 14 USC. USC 39.5-point favorite, 61.5 is the total. 93% of the bets, 53% of the money are on
SC.
Nah, San Jose State. San Jose State public all over the big number, Noah. All over. San Jose State. Noah, it's 39.5 points in college football. That's a lot of points, Noah. And I don't know about you. First of all, shocked to see a number next to USC's name. I understand they had a good season last year, but I don't know, man. I'm not buying into a lot of the big heads talking about, USC playoffs or anything like that. Riley hasn't been to the playoffs since 2019 with Oklahoma when they ran into that Joe Burrow LSU squad. That Oklahoma team was incredible. And I don't think Lincoln Riley has had a team as good as that since. And I sure as hell don't think it's that good this year. With that being said, gotta, can't be afraid of the big numbers, Noah. You got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Give me USC to cover the 39.5. And I think it's going to be an ass whooping. I think it's going to be an ass whooping.
Yeah, this one's going to be interesting. I like to see what USC comes out looking like because Lincoln Riley, like you said, it's been a disappointing run at USC so far for him. Last year, 4 losses. They had higher hopes than that. Their offense is going to be really high octane this year, I think. But with Lincoln Riley, the question is always, what's the defense going to look like? And I guess it's not much of a question because we know with Lincoln Riley, he's probably going to be a defense that's outside of the top 30 or 40. Is that going to matter against San Jose State? Absolutely not. They're going to look just fine. I'm curious to see with USC, and we're really not going to know fully until we get into conference play. They will be ranked lower than 14 at the end of the season. I can almost guarantee you that. You look at their schedule. I mean, they got to play Oregon, Washington, Ohio State, Indiana, and Penn State, I think, too. Like, those 5 games, you're losing fucking 4 of those.
Yeah.
If they drop another, I mean, this is like a best case scenario I can see for USC is they go 9-3. They go 9-3. They don't play in the Big Ten championship game. Maybe they get the good graces of having losses to Ohio State, Oregon, and Indiana, and then the committee puts them in as like the 11th, 12th team in the playoff. But that's like the ceiling that I see for USC this season.
God.
Realistically, I think they lose 4 games, if not 5. Granted, they might have I haven't looked at every single team's individual schedule, but USC might have the toughest schedule in college football this year.
It's rough.
So if they do go 7-5 with the schedule that they have, they're going to be disappointed. I'm not going to be overly surprised or shocked by any means. I do think they win one of those 5 games that I mentioned. maybe two of them best case scenario. But I do think they're going to be a four-loss team. This game, however, I do think we're going to see just fireworks out of USC's offense. That receiver room, even though they lost Makai Lemon, I think that receiver room as a whole is going to be better this year. You got more experience at the quarterback position now with Mayava, and I think it's going to be sorry to say San Jose State, but I think you're about to get your asses lit the fuck up by USC's offense.
Yeah, it's gonna be an ass whooping. Gonna be a bad one too. Next one on the docket, Noah, we got NC State, Virginia. Virginia coming in as 4-point favorites. 4.5-point favorites, excuse me. 53.5 is the total, minus 190 on the money line. 51% of the bet, 79% of the money are on
NC State.
They're on NC State, dude. It's on NC State. Wild money line though is absolutely obliterated with Virginia bets. 91% of the bets, 68% of the money. So at least something makes sense in that scenario. But NC State, I mean, returning junior CJ Bailey under center again after going 8-5, 4-4 in the ACC. Head coach is still there. It's fine. I don't feel great about it. Virginia, though, coming off of a solid season, 11-3, get 7-1 in the ACC with Bo Pribula. Hope I'm close. I think I'm close on that one. Missouri transfer coming in. Pribula. Fuck. God. All right. First name I fucked up this season. No, it didn't take too long. How are you feeling about this one?
Oh, man, I feel like week 0, and we're already going to be getting just classic ACC. It's going to be a one-score fucking game one way or the other, come down to the wire. That's fully what I'm expecting here. Virginia, yeah, great season record-wise last year. I just remember in my weekly rankings, I kept keeping them down, like a good 5 to 10 spots, like for most of the season below what the AP had them at. And they just kept winning very close one-score games. They were winning by field goals. They had like 3 overtime wins. I think they'll be a titch better than last year. I also think NC State's going to be a titch better than they were last year. I think this one's going to be a dogfight. I do give the edge to Virginia just being at home. I totally agree with the public. Why mess with the 4 points when you can just take Virginia at minus 190 and call it a day?
Yeah. Use one of the profit boost it up to, minus 125, 105.
Yeah, I see no reason to fuck around with the 4 points in this one. I like Virginia to win, but like 4.5 points, like I'm not. When I can catch the money line at about 190 right now, I'm totally cool with just taking that and not messing with those points.
Yeah, 190. It's the first week, too. You can't blow your load the first week, Noah. It's actually not even the first week. It's week 0. This doesn't even count.
It's the appetizer. It's the hors d'oeuvres, man.
Gotta get them hors d'oeuvres. Well, let's keep eating.
The horse d'oeuvres,
Let's order second round of appetizers, Noah. We've got Jacksonville State, North Dakota State. North Dakota State, 7-point favorites here. 46.5 is the total. Got 43% of the money, 43% of the bet, 71% of the money. Coming in on who, Noah?
Gotta be NDSU, man.
Coming in on Jacksonville State, Noah. Coming in on Jacksonville State. NDSU making that jump from FCS to the FBS. Seems to have some people a little worried, Noah, and I can't figure out why. Can you?
No, I don't understand it, right? Like, yeah, okay, whatever. You jump from FCS up to FBS. Okay. Like, usually that's a tough adjustment for most teams. North Dakota State is not most teams. This is a team that routinely, almost every year, grabs a win or two against FBS teams because, fuck it, they can just do that. Like, it doesn't matter. They'll go play teams who are ranked in the top 25 some years in their own house and make it a game, if not threaten to fucking win. No shade to Jacksonville State. They had a great season last year. They should be pretty dang good again this year. But do not sleep on the Bison, and they're playing at home. This is their first FBS game. This crowd is going to be so jacked up and so into
so
this.
jacked, dude. It's going to be great.
I wouldn't be surprised if North Dakota State makes this a statement game, wins by 20 points or so. Like this is a team that like I've been screaming for. A lot of other people, I know you have a little bit too. In like for years, like why just make the fucking jump? Like you're well deserving, well good enough. I think they're going to finish in the top 3 in the Mountain West this year.
Wouldn't shock me.
I think they're going to threaten for a spot in that conference championship game. This is a legit North Dakota State program. It's not just about the team this year. They just reload and are fucking lights out every single year. Again, I think statement win for their first win in FBS. They take care of this at home. Crowd's going to love it. And like I said, don't be surprised if they win by 20 points, 20 plus points in this one.
Worth noting, line opened up at 10, has moved down to 7 since it's been open. Public, though, heavy bets coming in on North Dakota State on the money line, 96% of the bets, 81% of the money. Noah, I could retweet everything you just said. This is a legit North Dakota State team. And I think the world is really going to get, especially playing in week 0 in a standalone 2:30 game after NC State, San Jose State, USC turns into a blowout. Great spot for them. People are going to learn real quick what NDSU football is all about. Give me the Bison minus the 7. I am going to flirt around. I like the number. I really don't think that's going to be a hard number for them to cover. I wouldn't be surprised. This might be my first little, extra action on the game. No, I might take them up to 9.5, 11, 12.5 or something like that. See if we can get my first spread covered. That'd be nice. That'd be a nice way to start the season.
I don't hate that at all. I think they're gonna be aiming to make a big statement here.
And I will say, I think they're going to be one of those teams that every week we'll be able to catch a good line on them one way or the other. You know what I mean? Because they're either going to be overvalued, undervalued, just depending on who they're going up and what day. Yeah. Let's be real. The sports books haven't been truly handicapping them. Probably how they'll handicap them now.
Well, yeah. They got this game week 0, and then they play Fordham at home, at Air Force, at Sacramento State, home against Wyoming. Like, I don't know. I just think they're going to get off to an easy 5-0, doing what they do and just winning games. Then they play at UNLV, which could be their first loss of the season. They'll probably beat the Dogs in that one. Then they got Nevada at home, at New Mexico, which they'll probably be underdogs in that as well. Then you look at UTEP at home, at Hawaii, which, again, probably underdogs, and then Northern Illinois and at San Jose State. Those 3 road games against Hawaii, UNLV, and New Mexico are probably the only games that they're going to be underdogs. I think they'll be favored in 9 out of 12 games on their card, and they pull off an upset on the road, and you're looking at a year 1 in FBS, 10-2, 11-1 North Dakota State going into that conference championship game in the Mountain West.
Not too bad. Not too bad at all. We will definitely be keeping a close eye on NDSU. Let's keep it moving, Noah. We've got Sacramento State, Eastern Michigan, EMU, 10-point favorites here. 53.5 is the total, minus 375 on the money line. 40% of the bets, 38% of the money coming in on Eastern Michigan. Line has moved, opened up from 8.5, now up to 10.5. All the money, though, and bets coming in on the money line, 97-93 for Eastern Michigan. I'm pretty much with the public here, Noah. Give me EMU minus the 10. Had a good season last year. I think they come in and go ahead and stomp on Sacktown.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, did they have a good season last year?
They had a fine season last year when I was handicapping it. Like, it seemed like a good, solid EMU schedule. It's the MAC.
They had a season.
They did. They played football. They went 4
I wasn't that. Okay. That's what I remembered, and then you said coming off of a good season, and I was like, I had to.
You're right. I should have restated to a fine season, Noah. I'm sorry.
They played 12 games. in the Mac, baby. Love some good Maction. But
Dude, we got
yeah,
Maction, baby.
I was going to say, because I was going to sound like an idiot coming out with my statement if I was thinking of the wrong team. But yeah, Eastern
Why
Michigan,
did I do this?
not by any means impressive, not good either. I would even go as far as saying probably bad. Are they lose to Sacramento State at home bad in week 0? I don't think so. This 10 feels fluffy, and it feels like there's just, a big juicy piece of fruit dangling in front of me. I'm going to take Sac State to cover the 10. I don't think Eastern Michigan's bad enough to lose this game, but I could be wrong on that one. So I'm just going to take Sacramento State plus the 10 points, see what happens with this this game buried in the afternoon that I probably will not be watching much of. It'll be on.
Dude, I'll probably lower left.
There's few enough games that'll be on the side screen, but
Ooh, it'll make the side screen. That's not bad.
Well, yeah, because there's only one other game going on at the same time.
Oh, that's right. You don't do the multi-screen.
Why would I do a multi-screen when I can plug 2 TVs in at the same time and watch?
Because I can plug in 2 TVs and have 8 screens, Noah. It's a beautiful thing. I'm so excited for next Saturday.
Well,
actually, I'll be busy.
For week 1, for week 0, there's only 2. If there's only 2 games on, well, you know what? Maybe I might need to keep an eye on and watch the PGA Tour Championship at the same time.
True.
So
round 1 of the championship.
We'll see. Well, it'll be round 3 on Saturday, but
start of round 1 of the championship because they have the new format this season.
No, this is the final.
Yeah, week 2 of the final. Nope, I read. I'm Noah. It's been long. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Moving on.
Hawaii, Stanford. Stanford 4-point favorites at home. 48.5 is the total. -175 on the money line. We've got 60% of the bets, 34% of the money coming in on who, Noah?
On them Rainbow Warriors, baby.
Dude, coming in on Stanford. Hawaii, though, is getting 40% of the bets, 66% of the money. And 7% of the bets, 44% of the money, plus 160 on the money line, Noah. Or 145, excuse me. How are you feeling about Hawaii making that flight over here to the mainland, going up against, those fighting trees, dude?
Yeah. Stanford University from the Athletic Coast Conference, baby.
Because everything makes sense in college football.
No, I'm excited for Hawaii. The way last season went for them, hitting that 9-win mark.
Yeah.
And then now we're heading into this season, and I think they're going to be better than they were last year. Like I think this is a Hawaii team that's going to threaten 10, maybe 11 wins. Let me double check their schedule to make sure I'm not just like overplaying that.
I don't think you are.
I mean, they'll probably lose at ASU. I don't think Hawaii's active, but that could be a very competitive game. Like that could be an upset watch type of game. They play UNLV at home week 1. That's going to be a real fun game. I've got that one circled for week 1. They could threaten 10, 11 wins, and that starts with an upset win week 1 at Stanford. There's nothing inspiring to me about Stanford's football program right now. I don't think they're terrible. Like, I think went 5. No, they didn't go 5.
4-8, 3-5 in the ACC.
3-5. Okay, game under 500. Yeah, I mean, I think Stanford's in for I don't know that they're going to be much better or worse than they were last season. I think Hawaii's definitely on the up and up. They're going to be, dare I say, more motivated. I think this is huge for Hawaii. One of these two teams has potential playoff aspirations. The other one doesn't. And I don't think, well, the players might, but if you're truly looking at it, like Stanford's not sniffing the college football playoff. Not saying Hawaii's like hands down easily the better team, win by like 40 points, but
yeah,
Hawaii with their schedule, they got a chance to, win 11, 12 games and potentially get the group of 6 bid for that, and you can't tell me they're not going to be playing with fire behind them. So,
it'll be great.
I like the Rainbow Warriors. Thin spread. I like them to get the upset win at Stanford week 1.
Yeah, give me Hawaii plus the 4. Take that money line all day long. Probably going to take a reverse line on it too, just for shits and giggles. I will say I do wish this was being played in Hawaii at 10:59 p.m. I do wish this was, a classic. Like, let me, watch college football all day, end the day at Hawaii. But either way, I'm taking Hawaii plus the 4 plus the 145. No, our first underdogs. Let's go. First money line underdog. Okay, I got feelings about this game, Noah. I got feelings, and I'm ready to talk about them. New Mexico State, Florida State. Florida State 31-point favorites here. 53.5 is the total, minus 20,000 on the money line. 97% of the bets, 80% of the money coming in on who?
This is on the spread or the money line?
Spread.
I gotta say I gotta say Publix on New Mexico State on the spread.
Yeah, Publix all over New Mexico State, and then of course the reverse on Florida State, except for the Brave, 34% of money that's coming in on New Mexico State plus the 3,500. Okay. FSU wasn't that bad last year. Like, they were bad. They were not good. No, I would not categorize them as a good football team that I'm looking forward to watching coming up this Saturday. Thank God the Hawaii game's on right at the same time. But I am to a point where Florida State is better than New Mexico State. Florida State is much better than New Mexico State. And I don't think this is, let's flash back to Ireland or anything like that. I think Mike Norvell is a good enough head coach. Get these boys on the right track, get them started, not having to travel, not have to do any of that, not having these astronomical, expectations that, did they deserve that going into that season? Up for debate, but I think without all of the eyes of the world on them starting off the first game, taking off a little bit of pressure, you're getting Ashton Daniels in there. I got high hopes for him. I'm rolling with Florida State minus the 31.5 here. 31, excuse me. I hope there's a half. Give me the 32 either way. I think they do go ahead, whoop New Mexico State at home. Let me get the spike going into the spear, going into the turf. Give me all that. No, give me Florida State minus 31.
Hell yeah. What a wild ride the last 3-4 years have been for.
Dude, crazy.
I mean, you go from getting fleeced out of the college football playoff because your quarterback breaks his leg, and then the committee goes, we're actually going to speculate forward. We don't want you in the playoff, actually, because your starting quarterback got injured, and so you're not quite as good. It's not about your body of work. It's about what are you doing for me going.
What are you doing?
It's not what have you done. It's what are you going to do for me. And then they get trounced, 63-3 against Georgia in the was it Peach Bowl or something like that?
Yeah. But again, no one played. Yeah, they were all defeated.
Right. And then you follow that up with a absolutely worst case scenario disaster fucking season, where they went 1-11, 2-10.
I want to give them benefit of the doubt. It was 2-10, but I believe it was 1-11.
It was really
that was
bad.
Really bad.
And then last season, they beat Alabama week 1.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
By 14 points, they beat Alabama week 1. You're like, okay, Florida State's back. They had a 1-year fluke, whatever. And then, week 4, they lose to Virginia at Virginia in overtime. It's like, okay, whatever. Only lost to Miami by 6 at home. Like, they looked pretty good. And then they had a string of just other ACC losses that were all pretty much one-score losses. Didn't finish with, the worst season possible, but, losing 3 of their last 4 to close it out, it was fine. I feel like Florida State's got to return to prominence here at some point. This is not a dead program. This is
no.
a series of some unfortunate events that have happened to them, and they had some highs and some lows last year. I think we're going to get more highs and less lows out of them this season. Are they going to be a college football playoff contender? I don't think they're quite going to be back to that caliber. But this is Florida State. They can build this team through recruiting. They're going to have good coaching. The fans are always going to be there. Yeah, this one's a big spread, but
be comfortable with uncomfortable numbers, Noah.
yeah,
Join me.
It's fine. New Mexico State is not that good. This is maybe not the truest form of a David versus Goliath, but it's a
it's a week 0 David versus Goliath. That's what it is.
It's a team that's much better and much more talented. And at the end of the day, you got 4 and 5 stars on Florida State playing against guys who are 3 stars or less on New Mexico State. And usually that results in a blowout, regardless of chemistry and coaching. 31.5, big number. I mean, I could see this being like a 44-20 type of game, and New Mexico State covers, but I feel like they got this line right about where it needs to be. I don't think Florida State's in a position to like post up a 40-plus point blowout, but 30.5, I think they could do it. I'm going to cautiously ride on Florida State on that line. Might be a good one to throw into like a 6 or 8 point teaser.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, it's teaser season, baby. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I love this game as like a 6 or even especially like an 8 point teaser on this. Take it down to 22.5. 24.5 feels like just a weird number for me. So 22.5, I'm golden with that one.
Love it. I love it. All right. Well, last game of week 0, the first little taste we get of college football before we have every game imaginable in week 1. Noah, Memphis going up against UNLV. UNLV 4.5 point favorites here. 56.5 is the total. 53% of the bet, 65% of the money coming in on
UNLV.
Memphis coming in on Memphis plus the 4.5. Line did open at 3, so it's been bet up to 4 by UNLV bettors. Money line, though, aggressively on UNLV. Seems like the public really taking the stance if it's crossing, one of the major numbers, 3, 6, etc., that, hey, we're going to go ahead and take the other side on this. We don't know what's going on, but then coming in confidently on the money line, Noah, where are you at with Memphis and UNLV?
Yeah, I mean, the lines, some of the buzz from like the public, what you're hearing would let you to believe this is going to be a good game to cap.
Yeah, close one too.
I beg to differ. I think UNLV has a huge motivation this year to win the conference that they have not been able to fucking win, that they have been in a while and have not won. Everybody who's won this conference is no longer in the conference. So UNLV has to feel like there is a door open. Their bullies are out of town. Their bullies transferred to a different school. They graduated. They moved on. And UNLV is feeling tough and mighty, and this is their time to put together a special season. This was a good team last year. They've been good for a number of years. I think they're going to at least replicate that, if not take another step forward. Memphis, they're not doing enough for me. I think UNLV, especially playing this one at home, is going to take care of business just fine. I have no problem with 4.5. I'd take this one all the way up to 6.5 comfortably.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. Memphis just not doing it for me. I'm not going to buy into this being a close game, this being a good game. I think UNLV is going to start their campaign off for trying to finally win the conference in style. I like UNLV here at home a lot, minus that 4.5, Noah. Whew, there we go.
It's going to be all good for UNLV until they run into the new kid on the block. Like I said, all of their bullies transferred away graduated, went to other schools, but there is a new bully in town, and they'll meet that bully soon enough, and that's the North Dakota
Oh,
State University Bison.
that's going to be a great game, dude. I'm so stoked. We have so
That's
many
gonna
good
be.
games.
Oh my god, I'm excited for the Mountain West though as a whole. UNLV, New Mexico, North Dakota State, and Hawaii. I think those four teams are going to be fun to watch all season. Three of which playing in week 0. They're going to be battling it out, and those games playing between each of them. It's gonna be a lot of fun out there in those Mountain West games. Definitely something to keep an eye on.
Going to be fun. Going to be a lot of fun, Noah. But that is all I got. That is all of the games for week 0 in the FBS. No, we are not covering the FCS. We do not have that much time on our hands, unfortunately. Got anything else you want to say, Noah?
No, just looking forward to college football being back. Could not be more excited. I know what the fuck I'm doing all Saturday, and that is
Oh,
going
yeah.
to be waking up. I don't know, fucking 6:30, 7 a.m. sharp. Get that game day on. Probably
No
crack
game
some
day this
beverages.
week.
Probably crack
I
some
don't think there's
beverages.
game day.
Is there not?
I don't think there's game day until week 1, Noah.
Well, fuck me. I'm still gonna get up. Probably crack that first beverage before like 8 o'clock because why the fuck not? College football's back. Got to celebrate it. Might get myself a little prosecco or something just to start the morning off right. Make a little mimosa with essence of orange, no juice.
Very nice. I'm probably going to finish the nursery and then run in a couple errands and hopefully make it back in time for UNC TCU.
Hey, hell yeah,
Hey,
brother.
hey,
Good riddance.
good riddance. Anyway, that's all we got today. Hey, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Excited for a new football season. You're not going to want to miss a thing. Hit that follow button, hit the like button. It does help us out a lot more than you know. But with all that being said, I'm the Perfect One, AJ. That's the Money Train, Noah, and we'll see you all next time on Happy Hour Sports Talk.